Video, we're going to go over how to cancel yourself off of a show. This is a question that we get pretty often, and it's actually a pretty quick process. Um, so, um, just a couple of notes. You can cancel yourself off of a show at any time. This is a great tool for a last minute cancellation, especially if you are signed up for a weekend show where we may not be in the office. By canceling yourself on Galaxy Digital, this will update the volunteer list so the house managers will have the most up to date copy and don't think that you're a no show. Even if you send us an email, um, it doesn't remove you off of the list if we're not in the office. So being able to cancel yourself using Galaxy Digital is super helpful, not only for us, but also the house managers who go off of those lists for attendance purposes. Um, so if you were receiving a reminder email, a couple of people have replied to that email to let us know that they're unable to make it. But unfortunately, those emails do not get to us because it is a no reply email. So in order to cancel, you will have to log into your account. The email should provide you a link to the website, but then you'll have to log into your account, and I'll show you how to cancel. So the first step after logging in, it'll bring you to your dashboard. But if we go to the top right, you'll see this little circle, and it'll either have your initials displayed here, or if you've uploaded a profile picture, you'll see your picture displayed here. So once you've found that little circle, go ahead and click on it, and you'll see this menu appear. You'll want to go down to volunteer schedule. This is a great tool if you need to be reminded of what you signed up for, or you just want to glance at anything upcoming. So go ahead and click on volunteer schedule. And right now it's in February, but I'm going to show you some of the things I signed up for in March. So I'm going to toggle over to March, and you'll see some different things that I have signed up for. So again, this displays everything that you are confirmed on and signed up for. You can hover over it and see the report time and the show title and the theater for all of these different performances. If you've added yourself to a wait list, that will not appear on this calendar. So this is just a great reference to see what you are confirmed on and what you have signed up for. So if I need to cancel a date, I'll go to my volunteer schedule and find the date that I'm no longer able to work. So I have signed up for a couple of Ballet Met Cinderellas, but I've realized that I'm no longer available on this Saturday, April 9th. So I will find the date and the position. I can hover over just to make sure that it's the correct one. And all you have to do is select the need, and it'll bring you to the page. This should be the page that you saw when you signed up for the need. And you'll see where it says manage my responses next to the date that you're signed up for. So again, I'm unavailable Saturday, April 9th, and I want to remove myself from here. So I'll click manage responses. And again, it'll list out the dates and check mark the boxes that you are signed up for. So I will simply uncheck the date that I'm unavailable. And if you wanted to switch around days and times, you can check and uncheck different boxes. So if I needed to cancel 2 dates, I could uncheck both. But I just want to leave this one unchecked. So I've unchecked the date I'm unavailable, and all I have to do is submit need response. So now it'll just list the 2 for this show that I'm working, the 8th and the 10th, but no longer listing the 9th. So that is how you cancel. We'll go over, I'll do one more time, just so you can see a show that doesn't have several dates, so you can kind of see what that looks like. So again, I'm going to go back to this top right corner and select volunteer schedule. So again, it'll list the current month. Just for example purposes, I'm going to go over to April, where I have some example shows in here. So say I was unavailable on April 6th and I needed to cancel myself off of this show, Trixie and Katya Live. So again, all I have to do is select the need, and it'll bring me to the page, the show page, where it'll list the date and time and it'll see, it just has the singular manage my responses because this is a single night performance. So all I have to do is click manage my responses. It'll bring me to this page where the shift, date and time, all that stuff is checkmarked. All I have to do is uncheck this date. Once you've unchecked the date, you can hit submit need response. And it says, thank you, you're ready to go. If we want to double check that we are taken off, we can see that now it'll ask us to respond instead of saying manage my responses. That means that you are no longer on the show. And if you want to triple check that you're off the show, you can go back to your volunteer schedule at the top right. We're going to find the date on our schedule, toggling over to April. And we can see that there's nothing listed now on April 6th or on April 9th, the 2 dates that we canceled. So you, like I said before, you can do this at any time of the day, especially if it's after hours or, on a weekend show. This will just make sure that the volunteer lists that the house managers see are the most up to date. So they know who's actually going to be at the show, and kind of where to put different assignments and things like that. So I highly, highly encourage you to check this out. It's a pretty quick process. If you need to watch this video again as a, to do it side by side with your schedule, please do. But this is probably the number one question we get from volunteers, is how to cancel yourself off a show. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and we'd be happy to walk you through.